They didn't actually do this, did they? Netflix collaborating with Wendy's fast food on, believe it or not, a Wendy's movie for Netflix that's done in the style of Barbie. We have a little breakdown from StreamingUtopia.com. Let's take a look.
Okay, hang on. This is done. They made this, and it is actually a thing.
They actually did make this. It's in the can. And we have the details for you right here.
The Wendy's movie, based on the Wendy's fast food restaurant franchise. Just not sure about this at all.
Well, okay. That is why we are here. The Streaming Utopia website that covers all of the behind-the-scenes and backstories and reviews of Netflix shows has revealed that they've seen the Wendy's movie from Netflix and that it has the same quirky, funny indie feeling that Barbie did, is what they're saying.
I don't get how they would do this, though. I mean, I don't get how the story would work.
Let's remember something here, people. When Barbie, I don't know about you, but I know for me, when Barbie got announced, just as an announcement, I thought it would be pretty empty, pretty stupid. So, I mean, they're trying to sell toys. And since they had already done those little animated shows, I was thinking it would just be that. It would just be a live action human version of the Barbie animated little things that are fun, you know, but just for kids. And Barbie was great. It was really funny and had a lot to say. Why couldn't this be that, you know?
Apparently it is that. It is that kind of thing, at least to judge from the early screening. StreamingUtopia.com says that it has a really inventive, quirky originalness, if that's a word. The Wendy character is really, really funny. She's a young teenager who is very innocent and sweet, but she says these really biting, sarcastic things, but you're never sure she means it or not. It's like the character we've sort of seen in the social media posts.
I don't think you answered the question of what the story is, though. Is there like a real plot? Is it a funny plot?
They go through the plot on the website, though neither Netflix nor Wendy's has made any statement about it. Who knows what's going on? But the plot is kind of a fusion of, it seems like Clueless, where you have a girl character who just walks through life and craziness happens around her. Amusingly, because of she doesn't realize exactly what she's doing, and something like a superhero movie. Because Wendy begins getting superpowers, but the funny part is she absolutely refuses to acknowledge this is what is happening to you. Happening to her.
So she gets superpowers, but she doesn't actually sort of realize it, even though everybody else does. That sounds funny. That could be funny. She's a girl who literally does not know her own power.
Exactly. She like throws things super far, heavy things, and everyone is stunned, but she doesn't react. It's just like, what's the big deal? It was just a fluke thing. And she can read people's minds, which is the main focus of the thing. She discovers all kinds of things about their little town because of this.
I see how it could work.
For sure, we have to talk about the villains. I'm reading on the Streaming Utopia website, and it says that she comes up against street gangs. There are these bad guys in the small town, and they are roving gangs like 1950s gangs, and two of the groups dress up like clowns. Okay? And another group dresses up like Southern oh boy, like Southern colonels in white clothes and black bow tie and hat. Okay? And I can't take this. A mariachi band that also behaves like a 1950s street gang. Oh my God, I cannot handle this. That could actually be hilarious.
Apparently it is hilarious. I'm not sure if everybody followed that, but what it is the street gangs are based on, without telling us this straight out, they're based on McDonald's and Jack in the Box clowns. It's the KFC Colonel Sanders guy and then Taco Bell, and having superpowers, she will eventually have to take them on. It reminds me a little of the over-the-top jokes in the Anchorman movies.
Actually thinking about it, I don't know if anyone cares what the plot is. If it's funny, it's funny. If they get the tone right of it being filled with jokes, but having a plot that is worth following for a full feature. And I imagine this is a pretty short feature, like 80 minutes or something. I could totally watch that. I'd try that out.
That's the idea, is that you'll try it out. And sure enough, it's actually funny. It's like those Saturday Night Live movies like Wayne's World or Austin Powers or whatever, where it maybe doesn't seem like it would work, but it does work. Just because it's funny and somehow you care about the characters.
And it seems like from what we hear, there's some nice messages, I guess, about generational gaps being healed, which is a good theme to have in this day and age, and how in this little Texas town where she is growing up, there's a surprising amount of racial harmony, and it's kind of a completely non-racist, positive Mayberry kind of thing. So I think that's funny and a good thing to have. There's positive ethnic characters all over the place, and yet they integrate it, I guess, into the funny Mayberry vibe of the whole thing.
Yeah.
That sounds to me like it could actually be kind of poignant, you know? I'm going to say I really like the idea better than just watching commercials on my Netflix series. I mean, you know, put on a show and let me click it if I like it. So that's my take on it.
Yes, people are going to say it is the most moving experience in the history of movies, the Wendy's fast food franchise movie on Netflix. That will happen. Not a dry eye in the house, as they say.
Well, okay, I don't know about that. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be completely superficial. To me, it sounds like it has enough to carry a full-length feature, and she looks at least as interesting a character as Anne with an E, okay?
Okay. Could work. Then we'll find out if they have more of these planned or how this came about, and you can find out more details, as always, at StreamingUtopia.com, where they give you the inside word on stuff no one ever talks about in the world of Netflix and streaming and all that entertainment. Till next time, you're with the What's Up Movie Pod podcast, and go watch something cool.
See you next time. Thank you.
See you next time.
Everybody's got that feel good whistling tune. Oh yeah. Whistle on.